This is gonna be a
Hi, Miss Bufkin. We're doing,
Mrs. Bufkin.
Mrs. Bufkin, we're doing a video thing. And so, here's Reagan and Bennett.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
Okay. And Alex.
Hello, Miss Bufkin.
And Adam.
Hey, Miss Bufkin.
Mrs.
And here's our book talk. I hope you enjoy this.
We read Black Like Me.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we audible? Do you think?
Yeah, you
John
can do
Howard
it pretty
Griffin.
All right.
all good.
Well, I'll ask my question first.
Okay.
Before actually opening the book and reading it, you probably read the back cover. How were your initial thoughts about the book different than your thoughts after reading it?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna read the back cover real fast.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Okay.
I thought the book would be, a lot more intense than it was, but, it was really bland, and it was a lot more factual than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. As in, like, I was expecting him to get like beat up once or
Right.
twice,
Yeah, I thought it'd be.
and like literally like stalked so badly that he went to like the police or something,
Yeah.
which doesn't happen. But I didn't
Yeah.
think it was bland. I actually liked the book and thought it was really interesting and a different level.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get himself into more risky situations and stuff. He went to Mississippi, it said, but he was just he was hitchhiking on in trucks and stuff, and they're telling him, the other people were telling him they don't mind dealing with him and stuff, but he wasn't really like
Yeah, and I thought he would like stay like colored like throughout the whole thing, and at one point he starts going like into a city as a white person and then like into the
Yeah.
city as a black person, and I just figured that he would have stayed colored the whole time and like tried to like go through it all, like not to say that he didn't go through it, but
Yeah,
just
It kind of contrasted better though when he
Yeah,
was able to switch.
true.
before I thought it was gonna be like a permanent change to his body. So
Yeah.
so
I guess I was most surprised because I thought he was gonna get beat up, but I sort of realized the impact of like the very involuntary actions, towards blacks. That like they felt like the suspicious looks and didn't really ever think about that before. So that's kind of interesting
The
to me.
hate stare.
Right.
Yeah.
So
He has
Yeah.
nightmares about this.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I
sinks
didn't
deep
ever
into
think of
his
that.
soul.
Yeah. So, Alex, you want to ask one?
Alright, well, what do you think about Griffin's radical idea to transform himself into a Negro? When you first read about it, what'd you think?
Okay.
I mean, immediately when I thought about it, I thought about Michael Jackson.
yeah, that's
So,
what I thought.
like kind of opposite, but this is a little more serious. He's really putting his life out on the line. He's risking his life for this, his family, his writing and stuff like that. All that is being risked while he's doing this.
At first, I sort of thought that he wasn't really gonna get the real picture when he did that, because I don't want to say like a poser. It was like, how do you transform your skin? It's not gonna look real.
Right.
Nobody's gonna believe
This
him.
was
He's not
50
gonna
years
get-
ago also.
Yeah,
I know, like,
it was
nobody's gonna
before
get-
than a lot of civil rights.
Yeah,
things.
nobody's gonna get like the whole picture, and so I guess I was surprised and fast. We have a screensaver if that.
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Alright, it's just-
And I like, I don't know, I guess just, I thought he would, and I guess it goes back to the whole thing, I didn't know how intense it was going to get, and I didn't know, I thought it would be more, like, I so thought he was gonna get, like, beat up,
Yeah.
but I also thought he would have more help along the way, like, he did know people, and they, like, did help him out throughout, but I guess I figured that he would have had a more, like, stationary plan, like, he kind of just improvised his whole way, like, through the South, and I thought he would have a more set, like, itinerary for his.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know that black people didn't have hair on their hand.
No,
No.
when I okay.
No, let me explain myself. When he went to the shoe
Yeah.
stand,
That really
Right.
no, when he went to the shoe stand, he was talking to Sterling, and he explained his whole situation, and then Sterling told him to shave his hands.
yeah, because it made
Yeah.
him stand out. So.
Yeah, so I guess black people don't have hand hair.
Or what else did he shave his head too because it wasn't curly, right?
Yeah, it wasn't curly.
Well,
He wanted to be like
Yeah.
as believable as possible.
Yeah.
So, and I was just surprised that, I don't know if he just excluded this from his book or not, but I thought more people would, see that maybe he looks a little strange, maybe.
Yeah,
I think he's
Right.
white, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But that's
You
what
use
I
it
thought too.
just
But
'cause
like
you're
it had
white.
these pictures on the front of the book, and I was
Yeah.
like, I guess that is pretty believable. Like the pictures that I
Yeah,
saw.
but look at this one right here.
He used dye and stuff too, which
Yeah.
like helps.
Also, I thought it was kind of crazy how he could switch like by day
Yeah,
and
I
night.
know that's
Yeah.
kind
That's
That seemed-
wild.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That seemed almost made up, but I guess it's real.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Like how could it work that quickly? And
Your body
wear
gets
off?
used
I
to
do
it.
that
Yeah,
all the time.
Didn't it
kinda.
say you like watched it?
I'm pretty sure this guy died of skin cancer too. I don't know where I heard that. I think Miss Eisman told me that last year.
I'm almost positive that he had all sorts
All
of
that-
effects.
He
all that
screwed his skin so
radiation.
bad.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tan.
UV radiation. Spend days under UV radiation.
Well, he also accelerated the
Yeah.
process in the beginning.
Yeah,
Like,
he did it much faster than he was
Yeah, and he
supposed
they were like watching his kidneys to make sure they're all, healthy and stuff,
Like,
but,
Oh my gosh. Days under
They must have
UV
something
radiation.
happened.
That's been awful.
Alright.
Oh.
to. That's your question.
Miss Bufkin, I had my questions before this and Adam accidentally deleted them on my computer, so I'm just gonna try and recollect what I wrote.
We can pass for a second.
No, I
It's
got
fine.
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
we all
what do you
you're
think-
discussing.
What do you think, that one black lady who went to Paris, what impact did you think that had on the book?
Can you elaborate?
No,
that's
she
quite a
was
specific
treated.
question.
I'm sorry. She
I know
was
what you're
treated.
talking about.
Yeah. Well, she was treated equally in Paris and stuff, and she was talking about that. So what do you think the
What impact did
significance
that have
is
on the
of
book?
that? Well, like,
Not much other than that.
what?
Honestly,
Like, what
I don't
did it
remember
add to
that
the book?
circumstance.
What did
Well,
it
it
add?
showed that just how bad it was in the South, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
everywhere else, like in the rest of the world,
Yeah.
blacks were just like anyone else.
It also showed the whole irony that it's been this recurring theme in American history is that,
Yeah.
equality and religious equality and all this stuff,
Yeah.
Yo, I was getting at the fact that it's not universal and it's confined to only the U.S.
but
So yeah, guess that was a little too in depth.
A good question.
Yeah, good question. I got deleted.
okay.
What I found really interesting was this idea he kept putting that the whites, they just distrusted these black people just because of their skin color, not because of their character or anything, just stereotypes in black skin color, and he kept putting this in the book. And what do you guys think of that? Do you think, do you know what I'm talking about though?
Wait, can you just
Like there's several certain circumstances where he's talking about how like most of the people they didn't even like talk to him, and he didn't realize it was just because just because of skin color. He thought maybe